Welcome back for another video. The Roundup is a series on this channel that arms you with useful information to take into each game week to arrive at better decisions. This includes the top players for predicted points, the bookies odds, transfer trends and more. An accumulation of smaller but correct decisions can have a significant impact over the course of the season. Just before we jump in, today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. VPNs keep you safe by encrypting all information sent by you when you're browsing the internet. I've got a background in IT, so I can vouch for the value in VPNs. In Surfshark's case, it's as simple as installing the browser add-on or app on your phone or even on your smart TV. It also allows you to change your location on the fly. For example, this is me using the browser add-on earlier. This gives you unrestricted access to content anywhere in the world. We love Match of the Day here in the UK, however if you don't get access where you are, you can just change location and away you go. Or to give another example, by changing your location to USA, you'll have a completely different Netflix catalogue available to you, including content not normally available in your country. They're currently doing 83% off and 4 months extra free with the code FPLfocal, so it's ridiculous value for what you get. Click the link at the top of the description. Enjoy the video. We'll start with the Goalscorer Odds, and the odds given are always based on the assumption that a player starts, and this is sometimes not the case. Salah tops the charts this game week with a 58.5% chance of scoring any time. He scored the crucial winning goal in the Aston Villa game, which puts him on 14 goals and 10 assists for the season. Interestingly, Jota's been given a 47% chance and comes in second. This season he has an expected goal involvement every 99.7 minutes, which is about on par with Salah. However, in Gameweek 16 he was the biggest XG underperformer for the second game week in a row, failing to score despite an XG of 0.82. Newcastle worst in the league for expected goals conceded this season and don't look any better defensively under Howe. They come to Anfield off the back of a 4-0 loss, so no surprise to see Mane in third either. Ronaldo's joint fourth, though Man United have officially confirmed some cases of COVID and have had to subsequently close the training ground. We'll monitor the situation very closely as there's big decisions to be made on holding or selling Ronaldo if the Brentford game is postponed. Foden, Sterling and Mahrez all make the top 10 for a great looking match against Leeds at home. Bernardo Silva narrowly misses out on the top 10 with a 35.5% chance of scoring any time. Onto the clean sheet odds, and it's Chelsea who are top for Gameweek 17, given a 56.5% chance. Chelsea's last clean sheet came all the way back in Gameweek 12, so they've certainly dropped off. Liverpool are second with a 54.5% chance of a clean sheet. They've kept 10 clean sheets this season, which is more than any other side. They're a fortress at home, and Newcastle have got a real job in their hands to try and come away with anything there. Man City are third on a 52% chance, but will be missing Cancelo after he picked up a 5th yellow card of the season last game week. Crystal Palace have been flying under the radar. They're third best this season for expected goals conceded after Man City and Liverpool, and have some real bargain picks in defence like Guaita, Guehi and Mitchell. They're up against Southampton, who could be missing a couple of strikers too. Brentford have been given a 21% chance of shutting Man United out, presuming the game goes ahead. Rock bottom this game because of Leeds, who have been given just a 6% chance against Man City, followed by Everton on a 10.5% chance for their visit to Stamford Bridge. Onto the predicted points, and it's Salah who tops the charts for one of the highest predicted points we've seen this season, on 9.7 points. Stick around for the end of the video as we later look at the captaincy results for Gameweek 17. Pep declared that everyone is fine besides Torres in his press conference, so the likes of Foden and Gundogan should both be good to go. Foden was limited to a cameo off the bench against Wolves, but he could be in line for a start versus Leeds. Alonso finally got his first return since Chilwell's injury, albeit just an assist in their 3-2 win for a 4-pointer. Both him and James make the top 10. Ronaldo is in 10th this game week with 5.5 predicted points. Let's take a look at the most transferred players heading into Gameweek 17 next. This week it's Dennis who's top with over 400,000 managers picking him up. He got his 7th goal of the season against Brentford and has 4 goals and 3 assists in his last 5 games. Bernardo Silva comes in second, who has continued to get good minutes, which is a rare quality in a City player under Pep. Gallagher has been brought in by over 150,000 managers after scoring twice against Everton in their win, including a goal of the month contender in added time. His average position was much further forward after playing a couple of games deeper, which is a promising sign. Over 100,000 have picked up Ronaldo already. It has to be stressed this season that those taking the game seriously, which you no doubt will be by watching this series, must make our transfers as late as possible. If you can hold out, I'd make your moves 10 minutes before the deadline in case of late news. But make sure you know what you're doing in advance if there is no news, so you're not unnecessarily panicked last minute. Onto the Gameweek 17 most transferred out players, and surprisingly it's Cancelo who is top. On the Gameweek 17 captain video we discussed how it could actually be a positive that he misses out. He was inevitably going to be rotated during this busy schedule, and it may have even been this Leeds game. Instead, we know for certain that he won't play and he will get a rest before a trip to Newcastle in Gameweek 18, where we hope he'll be back in the team getting consistent minutes again. It's unfortunately clear that Vardy's no longer able to play 3 games a week, and Rodgers has alluded to this before. He was an unused sub against Newcastle in their comfortable 4-0 win. It's also surprising to see Jota on the most sold. He was indeed a substitute last game week, but this could indicate a start against Newcastle. And the data shows he's getting into the right positions, but his finishing has just let him down the last couple of games. It's also worth remembering that Salah and Mane leave for the African Cup of Nations in a couple of weeks too, and he'll no doubt be nailed while they're away. Elsewhere, James makes the list, who has just a single point in his last 4 games. Reguilon should be back after Spurs had their second game of the season postponed, though he does face Leicester and we might see Vardy back in the starting 11. We'll finish the roundup as always with the Captaincy Pole results. Thanks to everyone who voted on the poll on our Discord. If you'd like to join, the link is in the description. The results are in and they are as follows. Salah gets a staggering 93.1% of your vote this game week. He's undoubtedly the obvious pick. We have seen him get rest around this time the last couple of seasons, though it's very risky to bet against the rest, and as we saw the data suggests he is the best option. Trent comes in second with 2.7% of the vote, and Ronaldo comes in third with 1.3%. Elsewhere, very few votes for the others, and we could see Salah's effective ownership nearing 200%. Thank you for watching this Game Week's episode of the Roundup. If you found it useful, please hit like to support the channel and hit subscribe if you're not already. I read every comment, so as always I'm keen to hear your thoughts.